What is up, guys? It is Caleb Hammett and I am back with another video today. I think you guys are going to absolutely love this one. I'm going to be reacting to my full game against Delaware. About a week ago I reacted to a video. It was the Army West Point game. It was my first actual game of my redshirt freshman year and you guys absolutely blew up that video. So I'll put that up there if you haven't seen it yet. But today I'm going to be reacting to the best game of my college career. As you guys know, I was only a redshirt freshman, so it doesn't say that much. I've only played like 14 games. But this game against Delaware was absolutely crazy. You guys are gonna love this one. The game went all the way down to the wire and went to overtime. So I think we were down 9-4 at halftime and came back. So this will be a really fun one to look through. Let's get right into it. So I always like to give you guys a little bit of background, like going into the game. So this was a big conference game for us. Last season we were in the CAA, and I think it was us and Delaware as the top two teams in the conference. So I knew that this was a game that I was gonna have to play really well. We wanted any chance to win. And going into it, I knew the other face-off guy was pretty good. He had been having a pretty good season, and he had a pretty tough schedule, just by how good the face-off guys he were playing was. But I knew he was a pretty solid opponent, so I didn't really know what I wanted to go this game. Obviously, I wanted to go 100% if I could have. But here's the first face-off of the game. I remember I had never had these refs before, so I wasn't really sure how they were going to call the face-offs. And I think I realized on the first face-offs that they were going to be pretty quick whistles the whole game. So first face-off of the game right here. We were also playing at Garber. I love playing at home. And I win the clamp. I right pop it back, get the ground ball, and then I throw a little shovel pass to the goalie. I can't lie, that was really risky throwing that shovel pass. And I don't know what happened, but my left elbow on this face-off got either slashed or like countered. And bro, it hurt so bad. I was like actually genuinely concerned if I was gonna be able to face off. So that was the first face off of the game right there. And then second face off of the game, by the way, these gray jerseys are tough, but win the clamp and then pop it forward. And do I go to the point here or what? Yeah, and I throw it to the point. So if I have any way that I could win every single time, it's gonna be forward like that. I just love winning the ball forward, but it is tough because kids usually will just jump down the line and cut it off. So started off the game 2 for 2. I think I had a really hot start to start this game. Third face off right here. So I won the clamp again, popped it right back. And at this point, I knew I was like pretty dialed. I started off, 3 for 3, won all 3 clamps and 3 ground balls. So my confidence was extremely high. I was hearing the whistles really well. It didn't really have anything to do with the other kid not being a great opponent. It was more of the fact that it was one of those days I was just hearing the whistle. So I win the clamp, he goes right for the counter, and then I go for a little reverse exit and then move the ball down the field. So another clean win. At this point, we're 4 for 4 going into the 5th face-off, and I think we had 4 ground balls too. So this one, I lost the clamp, I went for a counter. Wasn't a bad counter attempt, but he did a really good job pulling the ball right to his wing. So that was my first loss of the game right there. I can't lie, even though I was like 4 for 5 at this point, I was a little bit nervous because I had just completely lost the clamp. And in my head, I was like, uh-oh, what if I just heard the first few well and now he's reacting and I'm going to struggle the rest of the game. So this is the 5th or 6th face-off right here. I suck at math, so I'm going to have trouble keeping count of all these. But I go down. I tie up a little bit more in the clamp, but I win the tie up and go for a little right pop. And then I just run it down the field to give it to the attack. So felt good to get a win right after that last loss I had. And next face off, he ties me up a little bit again. And this time I popped the ball forward. I actually got a nice little spin move, but look at this. I was panicking because I had 2 guys crashing on me. And I completely turned the ball over here. I remember this one. Yep, right over his head out of bounds. So on stats, that was a win, but in reality, I turned it over right away, so I'd give that to Delaware. So this face-off, yeah, let me play that back. So this face-off, you can see I'll slow it down. He didn't even go for the clamp, he just went for the counter, and I kept my right hand pressure heavy, so I popped it forward, got the ground ball here, and then I just threw it over my head to the wing. So guys, if you have wings trailing behind you, have them talk to you because that can be huge, so just flip it over if you're in trouble. I was pretty gassed, so we put my backup in for one face-off, skip that one, And then this was the first face-off of the second quarter, so obviously I had a good first quarter. I was feeling really good, so here's the first one of the second. So we tie up a little bit, and this time, instead of staying in a tie-up, I think he knew that I had a little bit more of the ball, so we went for a good counter, and I think they actually come away with this one. Yep, they do. Really good wing play by Delaware here. Good win for them, so lost my first face-off of the second quarter, and this is the second face-off of the second quarter right here. This one, he flinched, went early, so I got the free win. I usually don't get too excited on those because there's nothing that I really did to win the face-off. It was more the other guy messing up, but we'll take what we can get. So here, I win the clamp. He goes for the counter, and then I knew the right pop was open, so right popped it, moved it down to the attack, and then got right off the field. At this point in the game, I knew I was pretty confident with my clamp abilities, so at this point, I was really just focusing on exiting the ball well. Because if you can win every single clamp, but if you can't exit it, it literally doesn't matter at all. So this face off here, win the clamp, same thing. I go for a little bit of a reverse exit, and I kind of got bailed out here. They called a hold on me, but I kind of messed up my exit, so I got the win on it, but I will say the refs kind of helped me out with that one. If I were the Delaware guy, I would have been pretty mad there. All right, so this next face off, we got a good tie up. And I remember on this tie-up, I had lost the top sidewall. I knew he was going to win the clamp, but my goal was to pretty much pin him down for as long as I could without getting called. Hopefully my wings could get in and help me out. So he ends up getting the full ball right here. Hold him in for another second. He does a really good job right popping the ball. We scrap it up, and then his wings do a really good job just getting the ball. So actually, my bad. We actually ended up coming up with the ball. Shout out to my boy Marty Hill. He's an absolute vacuum on the wing. But see that? I lost the clamp. We got into our counter, and then the wings helped me out, like I said. So you don't have to win every clamp to win the. And at this point, it is the end of the. I think it's the end of the second quarter. It's 9-4. We're losing by 5 goals. So I knew I needed to really keep winning faceoffs, get us possession, and hopefully just make it and take it. So won the clamp here, and then I just went back to my reverse exit. That's always my go-to exit if I feel like the forward exit isn't open. So I moved it down to the attack and got off. I knew this game was going to be pretty high scoring, so I wasn't really trying to go to the net at all. I was more just trying to get the ball to the attack and then get right off the field. We score a goal. It's now 9-5, and then I completely lose the clamp. He right pops, but then we kind of scrap it up, and then I come up with a ground ball, thankfully. So I moved the ball upfield in my LSM, and then we pushed some transition. So we missed the shot, but I think we did get the position. So yeah, guys, now it is 9-6. We're going on a little bit of a run. I'm trying to do make it, take it, win the face-off, score. Win the face-off, score, just so we could get back into the game. So it is the third quarter, 9-6, down by 3 goals, and we're really trying to rally back into this game. So I lose the clamp on this one, and then I go for the counter. I miss the ground ball, and then they come out with a great face-off win, and I think they called a penalty here. So we are down by 3, and we just went man down off the face-off. We ended up killing the man down, going and scoring, and then we had another face-off. So at this point, I knew I needed to win almost every single face-off from here on out. It's like currently the end of the third quarter, 2-goal game. So down for the face-off. I win the clamp on this one. I go forward, and I'll pause it for a second. I had one wing on my hands, but the face-off guy trailing right behind me and the third wing coming in. So I was like, oh God, I'm gonna try and scoop it and just flip it up, and hopefully my wing will be open out back. So thankfully I got it. I fell down, and then I just hucked the ball, and my wing did a great job picking it up, getting back over, and we got the win. So guys, we score another goal. It is currently 9-8. It's the fourth quarter, and we're down by 1 goal. At this point, I was like, there might only be 3 or 4 face-offs the rest of the way, but I need to win every single one here. So first face-off of the fourth quarter, I would do a really good job winning the clamp, get the ground ball, and I almost miss it here. I think I gave my coaches a heart attack, so I ended up putting 2 hands on the ball, scooping it up, and then moving it to the attack. And guys, now it is 9-9. The game is completely tied up. We came back from a 5 or 6 goal deficit in the second half. Every face-off from here on out is absolutely crucial. So I think I started 2 for 2 in the fourth quarter. I was seeing some success, and then Delaware got called for leaning. Thank the Lord. Thank you, refs. I needed that. I was gassed at that point. I was really hoping I could get a break like that, and we got it. So we got a free win, tied up game. And now we have taken the lead for the first time since the opening draw of the game. We are up 10-9, and my mindset at this point was win the ball clean, give it to the attack, let them run it out, and score a goal. So it's a 1-goal game here in the fourth quarter. I go down for the face-off. We're up 10-9. I win the clamp on this one, and then I go forward. And guys, I know everyone chirps me for not scoring. This was so close. Looking back, maybe I should have given it to the attack to try and kill the clock, but I had a wide open lane to the net. I went for a little underhand shot, and the goalie robbed me. Look at this. So I'm coming in, like a 7-yard shot. I go low to low, and the goalie reads it perfectly. I remember after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not scoring a goal this season. It's just not happening. I think I was like 0 for 7 on the season for those of you guys who don't know. So I'm the 0-goal king. But trust me, that one hurt. If I could have buried that one, first goal of the season there in a game like that, oh my God, that would have been awesome. But can't kill myself just thinking about it. So guys, I obviously didn't score. Delaware got the ball and they scored. So now it is a 10-10 game right at the end of the fourth quarter. I know I need to win this face-off and make up for that last shot that I had. So I win the clamp. I go for a little right pop back, and thankfully it went to me. So I go down the field, and oh my God, this was probably the most dangerous pass that I went for all year long. Look at this. So I pop the ball back, I pick it up, and I end up getting triple teamed here. So I think it's a good idea to throw a BTB pass, and look at this Delaware guy coming in. Just misses the ball, and we end up getting the possession, but that would have been a wide open goal for Delaware. And it would have been my first assist of the year just for Delaware. So that was scary, I can't lie. And guys, that was the last face-off of regulation. So now we are in overtime. It's a 10-10 game. We need this face-off. In my head, it was if I lose this face-off, I lose us the game. And if I win this face-off, I at least give us a chance. So I knew I needed to react well on this one and exit the ball. So I win the clamp, and then I go for a little right pop forward, win it to myself. And for a second, I thought about going to the net, but I just gave it to my attack. And guys, you will not believe what happened. So we had a chance on offense to score. We didn't end up scoring, so Delaware got the ball back, and they got their best player, who was an All-American, for a really good look here. He goes to shoot it, and Nope makes a massive, massive save. So we get the ball back. It's a tied up game, overtime. At this point, I'm on the sideline just praying. Can we please just win? Just please score just one goal. So at this point, we were kind of just spinning the ball around on offense. We weren't getting too many looks. The shot clock was winding down to like 15 seconds. So we knew we needed to do something. So Timmy gets the ball here. And I think, honestly, there were probably 5 seconds on the shot clock. He had to do something. So he goes for this crazy dodge, gets a little bit of separation, and look what happens. Swim move, spin move, literally a 16-yard shot on the run with no time on the clock. Boys, this was Electric Factory. And if you look at the bottom of the screen right now, I'm right there going absolutely crazy, number 40, with my coach, is absolutely hyped. And then I get into the pile late, but we ended up taking this game away. I cannot lie to you guys, that was by far the best game I have ever played in my life. I think I was 20 for 24 with 15 ground balls, so that was around, I think, 83 or 84%. So that was by far my best game of the season. But that was the most fun game I have ever played in my life. We came back from like 5 or 6 goals, went to overtime, went back and forth, and we ended up burying the game winner. So that was my best game of the season, and that was probably the most fun and entertaining game I've ever played in my life. If you guys like these voiceovers of me talking you through my games, I'd be more than happy to go through my worst game of the season, or literally any game you guys want. So let me know if you guys like these videos. If you do, please drop a like, a comment, hit the sub. That helps me so much. I've been trying to grind so hard this summer with TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and it takes hours and hours and hours to keep up with all these daily uploads. But if you guys like them, please show some love. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you want to see next. Peace.